Some of President Biden's critics say he's too old to be president, like when he accidentally leaves classified documents on the floor of his garage. But how old is our primordial presidente? We are setting the record straight with America's favorite game show, Biden Time. I will ask the panel, what's older, Joe Biden or a particular product, invention, or historical event? Whomever guesses the most correctly gets a one-year subscription to America Online. You've got mail. Jimmy, Leslie, Jeff, you ready to play, party people?
Let's get them.
That's what I want to hear,
Ready as
Jim.
will be.
All right, here we go. Question number one, this is for Jimmy. Which came first, Joe Biden or the world's first hibachi restaurant? That's a great question.
Oh, I hate those hibachis where they hit the shrimp into your mouth like you're a seal at SeaWorld. Who wants a shrimp? I hate that. Biden came first.
Biden came first. That is correct. Jimmy's on the board. It's the first hibachi restaurant opened in Japan in 1945. It was brought to America by Benihana, Steve Aoki's dad, in 1964. All right, question two for Leslie. Which came first, Joe Biden or frozen yogurt? Leslie?
Well, I love hibachi, and I love frozen yogurt, and I think that Joe Biden came before both of them.
He did. Interestingly, it was called Frogurt, introduced by entrepreneur H.P. Hood in the 1970s. All right. Jeff, this is your question. Are you ready? You better believe you are. Which came first, Joe Biden or the Christmas song Jingle Bells? Dashing through the snow with Hunter and his blow. Oh, the garage we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking old-timey piano music, Emporium music. So I'm going to say, the song precedes Joe.
Everyone is on the board. You got that right. From 1850, composed by James Lord Pierpont. How exciting! Before the Civil War. Yeah, Jim. Here's your next question. Which came first, Joe Biden or the computer mouse?
What? This has to be a trick question. And I'm going to say C, Hillary's laptop. I feel like there's a classified information joke here. I'll go Biden, and I know I'm losing in a trick for some reason.
No, you're not. The first computer mouse prototype built in 1964. Joe Biden built in 1864. All right, Leslie, which came first? Joe Biden or Frank Sinatra's first #1 hit song? Oh, that's a tough one, Leslie.
Oh. I don't know. I think Sinatra's hits were like in the 50s, so I'm going to say Joe Biden.
Wrong! No, 1940, Sinatra's first
Really?
#1 hit song, I'll Never Smile Again. And that's because he got hit in the mouth by a gangster. All right, this is for Jeff Deist. Which came first, Jeff, Joe Biden, or the Hindenburg disaster? Ooh, another tough one.
Wow, that is a tough one. You know, I'm just imagining all those people
Well, let's
jumping.
imagine quicker.
And imagining that, yeah, I mean, there's a couple metaphors there. But, dirigibles, helium, I'm going to say that the Hindenburg's got to be before Joe Biden.
Yep, just by a few years, 1937. That was a very sad time. I remember it. I remember the coverage. It was a tough time for America. Jimmy, here's your next question.
Yeah.
Which came first? This is so great. Joe Biden or Pakistan?
I'm still riveted by the Hindenburg comparison because I think it's unfair. One is the greatest disaster in history. The other is Hindenburg. But stick with me. I'm going to say Pakistan for the win.
No, Joe Biden came first. It was formerly part of the British Indian Empire, created in 1947 as a homeland for Muslims of British India. There we go. Leslie, which came first, Joe Biden or the world's first bungee jump? What fun.
I'm going to say Joe Biden.
And Leslie is tied with Jimmy. And did I give Jeff a point when I shouldn't have? No. Everyone's got two. Two for you, two for you, two for you. The first bungee jump was undertaken in 1979 by the Oxford University Dangerous Sports Club. And that's gone. All right, Jeff, this is for you. Which came first, Joe Biden or Woody Woodpecker? Keep it clean, Jeff.
Woody Woodpecker, okay. I'm thinking of the cartoons that came before the movies.
Very
right?
good,
They used to
Jeff.
play cartoons before movies.
Yes, thank you for walking us
But
through
Woody
your process.
Woody Woodpecker is not silent, right? There's narrative.
Yeah.
So not talking silent
Heck,
movies,
oh,
and
that
Joe's
doesn't
not
get
quite
you.
that old. Dang. I'm going to say barely Woody Woodpecker.
And he'd barely be right. 1940, created by Walter Lantz. Last round. This is worth 2 points each, even though Jeff is in the lead by 1. All right, 2 points. Everyone gets 2 points for their correct answer. Which came first, Jim? Joe Biden or unleaded gasoline?
Wow, I should know this as a guy who sniffs gas as a hobby. I'm just going to guess, and I'm going to say Joe Biden.
And you're right. You now have 4. Jimmy's in the lead. Leslie, which came first, Joe Biden
Boom.
or Rocky Road ice cream?
I'm going to say Joe Biden.
No! Rocky Road ice cream, introduced in 1929 by
Really?
William Dreyer. He used his wife's sewing scissors to cut up walnuts and marshmallows. What a kink. All right, Jeff, your last question. It's worth 2 points. You can win the whole thing with this. Which came first, Joe Biden or pickleball?
Well, Joe Biden and pickleball, I think, are, again, these are closely
He
correlated
does have pickleballs,
phenomena.
but we're talking about the sport.
I mean, it's just exploding amongst the oldsters, and it's a way to repurpose tennis
Okay,
courts.
so
I mean,
let's go ahead and give me the answer. 'cause
I
we're
gotta
running out of time.
I gotta say, Biden came first.
Oh, Jeff, you win the game! Joe Biden came first. Pickleball not introduced till 1965. What a night for freedom. Congratulations, Jeff. You get the bottle of Centrum Silver or whatever the hell we said we were going to give you. Thank you,
need it.
Jimmy, Leslie, and Jeff.
We got
Beautifully
hosed.
done. There we go, chef's kiss.
Stop the steal.
I'm trying.